Get it out.
Like what time's Saturday's game?
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
You start this stretch of 3 weekends at home, and I know protecting home is an important thing for you guys. How do you, I guess, what are the challenges there in trying to get things back going, and you've played a place you haven't been for quite a while now?
Well, take advantage of sleeping in your own bed and going into your own locker room, on that Thursday, Friday, and, make this place a difficult place to play. We had a decent first half at home. Wasn't unbelievable, and I think we can build on that. And so we've got our first opportunity on Friday, but it is something we talked about. If you want to have an opportunity to play in your own building at the end of the year, you better protect your home ice, and that starts on Friday.
Kind of building on that, it's also the start of your longest uninterrupted stretch of play of the season here. What's the mindset now that guys are all back, all in one place, and it's kind of go for the next couple of months?
They're ready to get into that. These start and stop, and we get done early December. Then we come back, and you get back, and we talked about it when we were here. It's you come back, you skate 3 times, and then go and drop a puck for back-to-back nights, and then you hit another little break. Now, we've tried to take advantage of that as much as we can in preparation, but nothing sharpens you like playing back-to-back on a string. And so for us, they're really excited about it. We're all excited about getting back, and I think we go 7 weeks in a row. And so for us, it's opportunity, but that's what these guys signed up for. It's what we're all about here now, turning the page and getting into a second half. And we better be ready because I know the teams we're playing are going to be ready.
What was the report on the guys coming back from St. Paul and Quinn from Switzerland? How do they feel? How do they look? I mean, the first little bit you've had to check in on them anyway.
Yeah, anytime you don't, in those events, anytime you go in with great expectations, which, the one thing with Quinn in the Spengler Cup, they didn't really know what the expectations were going to be other than they wanted to be successful and show well, and they definitely did that. Guy Gadowski and that staff, Quinn Finley represented his family very well, the University of Wisconsin very well, and they came up just short. So when, the first thing that they bring up is, when you ask them, hey, how'd it go? Well, I really wish we would have won that last game. And then as that clicks by in 24 hours, 48 hours, they get a little deeper into it. They do start to reflect on the experience. And the experience that Quinn has shared was phenomenal. It was in a beautiful place. They really ended up being embraced by that community because of the way that they played. They were entertaining and competitive and had an opportunity to play for a championship, and that's all you can ask there. On the other end of it, obviously, USA Hockey's goal every time they get to the World Juniors now, the Olympics, the World Championships, it's try to win gold. And so, that's the first thing that those two guys brought up, but we're really impressed with the coaching staff, the other players that they were able to play with. They just feel they came up a little bit short, but they've come back. They were a little tired because you play awful lot of games in a short period of time, but have come back and really energized our group because our group, instead of seeing them at State Street Brats on their TV, they're in their locker room. They're back with their family, the Badger family, and so we're all excited about having those guys back.
As you're looking ahead to this weekend, what kind of sticks out about this Alaska Anchorage group?
Well, we haven't done a very good job against them the last few times that we've had them in our building. And so for us, I'll go with what Todd had talked about. We have to defend our home ice. And so right now, this week really is a focus on us getting back to being able to play the style that we want to play. And that's connected, that's disciplined, and try and get back to possessing more pucks than we had towards the back end of the first half. With having the bodies back, that's been a goal this week. It's something that we're working on, but really for us, it's an opportunity to get off to a good start in your second half. And once you play them, you can't go back and play them again. So we've got to take advantage of it immediately.
Both of your goalies got a chance, and your top 2 goalies got a chance in Milwaukee. I wonder if that's something that we can expect to see more of as we go on, or are you maybe going to let one guy grab it and go, or do you see a path where they both get chances on a weekend?
You know what? Historically, I've tried to let them play that out. Now, obviously, you're the one that makes a decision on who gets the opportunity to start. I was really impressed with, Eli's last start against Notre Dame didn't go the way that he wanted it to. And then Daniel went in and played very well. And Daniel starts in Milwaukee and finds a way to get us a win, played very well. And then Eli went in against, I think, a top 10 team in the country, defending national champions, and did himself very well. We didn't give him a lot of support in that game offensively, but I thought he definitely did his job because he gave us an opportunity to win a hockey game. So moving forward, we'll go one game at a time. I feel that is best put at their feet. But as long as they both continue to compete the way that they have from the beginning of the year up until this point, Monday through Thursday, I think you could see both of them playing in the second half.
A couple questions, Coach. First of all, any update on Zelenoff and how he's feeling after that Western Michigan game physically?
Yeah, he's got a lower body injury, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but with the injury, we're still going day by day, week by week for the evaluation piece. And so that's something I'm sure that'll get brought up in these opportunities to speak with you and inform you. But he's not going to be with us in the short term. This is going to be something that he's going to be out for a while, and just how long is going to depend on what we see here in the next week or two.
Gotcha. Yeah, and looking at that Western Michigan game back, obviously you had some opportunities there in the second and third periods. I guess, how did you see the guys respond, and how did they digest that game, and did it give them any extra fuel or hunger going into this second half?
Well, as I mentioned earlier with the three guys that were out playing on different teams, when you don't win that last one, it sticks with you a little bit. So, one, we didn't like the result, but what I told the guys in the locker room after that game was I was disappointed in the outcome, but not in the process. I thought we put ourselves in position to have an opportunity to tie the game and extend it, and opportunities to win the hockey game if we could have tied it, but we didn't. The opportunities were there. Fitzgerald on a breakaway, we hit a couple of iron from Dexheimer, and we put ourselves in that position. Now going forward, we've got to learn from what we didn't quite do well enough to win a hockey game. And I think a learning experience for us in that last game is if you don't get to 60 minutes, you're rolling dice. And Western was good enough to roll dice a little bit better than we did. And so we've got to get our game to 60 minutes plus whatever's needed to be successful. And instead of just getting opportunities, executing on those opportunities.